Hi, it's Christy.
And Silvia time.
Welcome to the PAKCST. Hello, Sea Stars. Hello, Sea Stars.
Welcome to episode 8, Sea Stars.
Girl, it's episode 8. Remember when earlier I was like, episode 8?
Girl, I asked Christy to give me a hand signal for a number, and she tried to give me an 8.
But why wouldn't you think this is an 8? Why wouldn't you think this is an 8?
No. At first, the first thing you did, you went like this, and I was like, 8?
Why is this not 8?
Like this?
Why is this not 8?
No, okay, I understand you can do 3 like this, but this is so simple to do an 8, especially when we couldn't talk to each other, and I said, give me hand signal for an 8, and then she went like this instead, and I was like, you mean this?
And I was like, just flip your head like to the side.
Girl, this is kind of freaking me out, so I'm gonna definitely return it. Look at the raccoon on my mic. This is not okay. This is not, girl, I literally am so pissed. This is not what this is not.
I wasn't expecting that. Sorry, I was not expecting that.
Girl, I'm so mad. This is not what they.
Why does it not fit? Why does it not fit?
I don't know, but it's shedding.
Oh, it does shed, but it's like one of those like fluffy hats that you wear in like really cold
in
countries.
Britain or something, or like you look like one of those nutcracker hats.
I don't think nutcracker.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like the big fluffy ones during like the cold.
Okay,
Holy
but poor
shit.
Yeonju.
I did see that earlier, so we hopped on a call earlier, and then I saw the top of it, but I wasn't even thinking about it. Now that I see it.
Girl, it's so bad.
No, it's not.
Guys, like,
well, that's kind of like my road mic,
yes,
like the wind. Yeah.
Okay, but that's different. It don't look like this. I'm so I'm so upset. This looks.
Oh, it's okay. Like you have a fluffy hat. I have a cap.
This looks so ridiculous. I put it on. I was like, oh no. But then I was like,
that really threw me off because I was not expecting it.
I don't know. If you have this, that's great. But personally, it's kind of freaking me out.
What would be cute?
I don't
like
the
a
look
white
of this.
one. That would be pretty.
Well, yeah, if it was all white. This looked like I feel like I have a raccoon on my thing, on my mic.
Oh, you would touch it, and then it would eventually turn yellow and brown. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, anyway.
I like how she assumed my white fluffy thing would turn yellow.
I love how in our pilot, I think we said that we're not going to drink while we do podcasts, but every podcast we have drank something. And today is no different. Today, girl, I have a but I have a Cecilia Doc, a Griot, or
Cecilia.
I don't know. So in Italian, is the double L silent?
I didn't take Italian.
Okay, anyway.
Griot. I bet it's Griot.
I don't know, but it's made with organic grapes, and it's a really pretty bottle, and I have this one today, so I'm gonna...
Griot, but in American, it's Grillo.
In American, it's Grillo. I'm gonna be drinking a Grillo today. A Grillo from the Cecilia DOC.
Cecilia.
Anyway.
Girl, I still can't with this. I'm gonna try to cover this as much as possible. I'm just drinking a White Claw today. Cheers, Sea Stars. Let me know, though, if this little furry thing is helping. No, not you, because you can't hear, but Sea Stars. Let me know if you hear an improvement of my audio. I kept touching it earlier, so my bad. Anyway.
Cheers.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, Sea Stars. Thanks for still joining us on another Friday, TGIF. Girl.
You know what we should do?
What?
Oh, welcome pack. Oh, he forgot and I forgot.
Oh.
Mine's just a strawberry White Claw.
This is interesting.
You don't like the Grillo?
I think I have to take a few more sips.
Describe your day or week with the letter C. And I'll describe mine with an S.
With the letter
at the top
C.
Of your head.
Oh, I got one already. Complicated.
Okay, let me get... Oh, Why'd you have to go and make
things so complicated? Yes, girl, but my week has been very complicated.
Okay, you can explain in a second. For mine, mine was... Oh, I didn't think about this. Mine was... not splendid. It was... sluggish.
Sluggish? Oh, really? Oh.
Well, no. It was... Okay, can I think of one that really describes my week? It was more like... you know what? I don't have a word. You explain why your week was
with
complicated.
S,
I'll think of one later.
I think it was stupid. Wait, mine or yours? Because my week
I
was...
thought you were talking about... No, why?
How would I know how your week was? How would I know?
I didn't ask you to do my week. I said explain yours. Explain your complicated week. Briefly, why?
Oh, wait. Am I...
Just
Oh, you know
things-
what? I think the sound is going in and out. Anyway, we had sound issues, but my week was complicated. Let me think. I feel like I blocked a lot of my complicated week out, but there were a lot of things happening this week that pissed me off.
God.
But then I sat there, and as I thought about what pissed me off, I realized I literally couldn't do anything about it. So I felt helpless.
So kind of like last week.
Yeah. So I felt, I've been not having the greatest weeks. Yeah. So, I thought about it, and I was like, it's really hard to explain this without giving real details, which I do not. You guys don't need to hear it, and plus I don't want to share it. Like, the complicated factor comes in when you are dealing with a situation where you are just so upset about something, but you literally can't do anything about it, and it just kind of fucks with you all day. So anyway, my week was kind of like that, and also complicated because of the BTS Vegas thing, but we can talk about that a little later. But
Yes. That was yesterday. We will be talking about that.
Yes, we will.
Okay.
Did you think of a word?
Well, I almost forgot. Mine was, you know what mine was? Mine was stress-free.
Congratulations. Because,
That's
why
I said sluggish at first.
Okay, but you went from sluggish is not like a positive thing, but then stress-free is positive.
But sluggish can also just be like you feel like it's like sluggish, just like blah blah blah.
Like
kind
of
of
blah.
slow. But not
I guess
really
like
moving,
I guess
blah.
Stress-free doesn't necessarily mean good, because they could mean boring. You don't have a stress. It could be boring.
It was like scattered, sporadic, stress-free, and sluggish. I don't know if all those words fit together, but yes, that describes my week.
But I'm glad you were stress-free, because I was not stress-free, and yeah. But that's why I was very excited to drink today. Well, I had such like a shitty week that, by coincidence, even sucks. But I'm gonna say it anyway.
It was a bad coincidence.
Remember?
Okay.
No, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It's just you're gonna when you rate it, it's gonna be lower than the other ones. Anyway, I'm just gonna say it.
Oh, you're even telling me that it's gonna be bad. Okay. Oh,
yeah.
I get it.
So I'm just telling you because I don't want you to expect anything, because I don't like it when you expect something and then your face just drops.
I don't expect anything from your coincidences.
Okay. When I was doing my live, remember I did a Get Ready With Me live last weekend or something like that. And then I used my peach palette, and then I realized when I asked people which color I should use, I looked at my palette and I looked at the screen, and Kai stickers were on my peach palette. Kai had a song called Peaches.
Oh, you know what? That's cool. I was just thinking that. I was like, because I have the Kai peaches on my shelf right now. But that is interesting because you chose.
I just in that moment I remember thinking, I was like, oh, I put these
cool.
stickers on here like maybe a year before that song came out.
That is pretty cool, though. You know,
but
maybe you predicted
cool.
his whole
I know.
pre-show.
And then I was like,
That
oh.
is
And then
cool.
I was like, damn, I am some sort of precog. I, again, still have not honed in my abilities. Okay, maybe there's too much. Maybe there's too much. Because, listen, we have talked about, me and Silvia have talked about many times that maybe I am a precog. Do you guys know what precogs are? I've looked into this. Oh, God.
So
is this too much? Am I sharing too much information like on the first date?
No, stop. No. Explain briefly what a precog is to those who don't know.
So you just predict the future. Like, okay, so that term, the first time I ever heard of it, I think, is in that one Tom Cruise movie. What was it called? What was it called?
Mission Impossible?
No, not Mission Impossible. There are no damn precogs in Mission Impossible. By the way, I've never seen Mission Impossible, but... No,
I have.
What is it called? Where he's a cop, where he arrests people before they do the crime, but then they have these, but it's in the future. The setting is in the future, so then they predict the machines or like these precogs that they have actually captured, and they use their powers to determine whether a person's going to commit a crime or not, and then they arrest them before the crime takes place. Minority Report. It was an old movie.
Oh, I've heard of that. Oh, okay. I heard of that, but I've never seen it. Or if I have seen it, I don't remember. I was probably like,
I mean, I don't know if it like I haven't seen it recently like at all, so I don't know if it still is good. But back then, at least, I'm pretty sure it came out either in the early 2000s or something. And when I remember seeing it, and I was young, I remember just being like, "Whoa, this is really cool."
Oh, that's funny. Wait,
wow, did you know what it was about?
Well, okay, honestly, if I did see it, I probably completely forgot it was one of those movies. Like, did we rent it at like Blockbuster or like Video Update?
Think I saw it in theaters with my little friends.
Well, yeah, I probably never saw it in theater because I was probably too young, or I just don't remember.
Yeah, if I was even very young, that means you were really young. So maybe that's why you never saw it. Mm-hmm. But it was like.
But I do remember hearing about that title. Like, I do know the title of it. I'm pretty sure
and then you just think about it. You're like, okay, but the person hasn't committed a crime yet, but these precogs say they're going to, but there's still a chance that maybe it's wrong, or can a person change their mind? Anyway, if I'm a precog and I was in that universe, they would capture me and use my powers for like helping these police.
For helping who? You went out. What'd you say?
So basically, these precogs, I would be helping the cops catch these criminals, even though the crime hasn't been committed yet.
You would be like That's So Raven, where you're a normal girl and then you see into the future.
Yes,
like,
we have talked about how Raven is also a precog, but does Raven, she doesn't know when it's gonna happen, right? Like all of a sudden she looks into the camera, right? And then it's like
it zooms into her eyeball or something.
Yeah,
But if you're a precog, I'm a baby precog.
That's not necessarily true. Her brother was not a precog.
No, not based on that, because I see things into the future too. I have crazy coincidences.
Maybe we all have these powers, but some are more prone to, kind of harness the power.
A lot of comments were like, oh, it's so interesting you guys see so many of these like coincidences or whatever they are, and then other people like our C-stars, they were like, oh, I need to start paying attention to these like details around me too, because you guys are so hyper focused and aware of like all these things. They're like, I don't even like focus on any of those little details. I'm like, maybe you should, and maybe you'll see a pattern, and then you can tune into your precog.
Maybe we'll unlock the fourth dimension.
Oh, I can't talk about the fourth dimension every time I think about that.
The fourth dimension.
That would be really cool, though, because then we're just flying around.
So, anyways, that's all I prepped for today.
Dimension.
Peaches. Kai.
What if that is why? What if that is why we keep saying 4, because we are trying to
about to unlock that dimension. Yes.
Yeah. Also, today we're recording this on 3/3/22. We're actually recording this the day before it drops.
2. Oh, yes. Oh, another thing
Happy
I just
March!
remembered.
Happy
yes,
March!
Happy March, girl. So Snapchat. Do you know like people are? I guess more people are starting to use Snapchat again or something. I don't know.
It's been a thing.
No, yeah, I know it's been a thing, but I've noticed like within the last like just few months, it's exponentially grown. Like people that use it.
People literally ask for phone numbers. Snapchat instead of phone numbers now.
Yeah. So anyway, so Snapchat reminded me because it reminds you of posts that you did like a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, girl. The one that it showed me on March 1st is when we went wedding dress shopping for me.
Oh, that's
4
cute.
years ago.
Wow, that was... Oh, that's weird.
Girl,
oh
this
my
was
God.
even before we were Army or anything. So it was March 1st, 2018, when you, me, and Rose, do you remember? We went to Anthropology to go shopping.
Oh my God.
So that picture we took on
that.
Snap, that's when everyone, like, we did Snap religiously. Like, that's when it showed me that picture when it was just you and me, though. And we took it in the mirror.
Oh wait, that's so weird because that was like just a few months early before we turned full-fledged Army.
I'll send you that picture so you can place it here.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I know. I saw that and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that was in March. Yeah. It was cute.
That's true.
It was very cute.
Is your drink good?
It's actually not my favorite. It's a little too like sour. It's like weird.
Oh.
Like, cause we like very dry and more smooth and not like this is like a very. It reminds me of a Sauvignon Blanc that's too much on the citrusy side.
Oh no! Oh, I hate
what I
that.
mean?
Oh
It's
my
like
God,
that.
I hate that.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Because there are actually because Sauvignon Blancs are very citrusy, but some are like a lot more smooth and dry than others. This is very like citrusy. What's in here? Let's see.
Oh. It looks a little more yellow.
Maybe because it's not. It's actually not that yellow.
It looks like a lime clear transparent.
Like that. Girl. It literally says zesty. Yeah. You know what? I'm right.
Maybe it'll be good
to supposed to be. It said it pairs well with like cheeses, and I can see that like the creamy cheeses. That makes sense.
Oh, that sounds good though. That sounds real good.
It sounds good. Yeah. So I guess it's the end of episode 8, and nothing came out of this episode, so bye.
Did you say bye?
Oh my God, episode 8! Wait, we did that already. Girl, oh my God, you need to save this episode, because I'm, like, done.
Well, no, I know. Okay, I was gonna say, yesterday... Well, girl, I was trying to talk. Yesterday, we did our... Well, okay, before we jump into, like, Ticketmaster stuff and, like, the LA show, before we get into that, I do have a question. Do you have, like, like, when you're chilling on the bed or, like, you're watching stuff on the couch, and instead of using a table, you have one of those wooden tray things? Like, people have those?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a good one? Because I've been searching for a really good one, but, like, a small one, but was yours expensive? Like a wooden tray thing for your, like, have your food or
so I have it on my ottoman to put our drinks and stuff on. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. So, because I've been looking for that all week for a cute one, but a cheap one, but a pretty good one.
So mine is, I think I've showed you before, mine's pretty big, but it's round, and it has black metal around it.
I like how it's round, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So mine's actually very cute. Should I get it?
Yeah. You should show it because I've been on the hunt and I needed some inspiration. I thought you had one,
yes. I actually really love this because it's very big.
Oh, see, that one's cute. I like that, and it looks simple.
And I like that one. I love
like
the wood. It's like very it looks vintagey. It looks like a pirate would sail on the 7 seas.
Oh wait, I need to close this door. Hold on.
So if you can see, it is very big, and it's like distressed. Like there's actually marks and stuff on the wood, but I actually really like that. It looks like
girl, yours is so pretty. I
yeah,
love
and then
that.
it has like this metal that's on here for the handles.
Ooh.
So and it's I love this one. But girl, I got this. I think I'm pretty sure I got this at like Home Goods, and I don't think it was that expensive. This is like. If on the expensive side, I don't think I paid this much. $20 max, but I don't think so. I think honestly it was like $13.
Oh my god!
Like
See, I've been looking at Home Goods and Kirkland, and they have like a white one, like But I was trying to see if you had, because that's like a perfect size too. Like,
yes,
I want it to be big enough.
I'm pretty sure this was the last one, because all the other ones, there's a lot you can find at stores, but a lot of them are either too small or they're square. Like, I love the round one.
I like that one.
Anyway,
girl, yours is like the cutest perfect one. Yeah, I would want either that exact one.
It was the last one.
Yeah, yours is perfect, because I've been looking them up, and I don't want the rectangle one. I was looking for a circle one. I found a circle one at a store at I forgot where it was. Maybe it was Target. I don't remember. But I wanted either that exact one, this black one, or the a white one. But anyway, I wanted to ask, because I've been that whole week, that was my mission, to find one, and I was gonna show it to you, but I don't have it by now, because I've been watching a lot of stuff like Netflix again on my bed, and I keep. Like, I don't know where to put anything, because I've been like drinking and stuff while watching stuff on my bed.
Oh yeah, no, this is perfect for our ottoman. Yeah.
That's true. Anyway, thanks. I just
You've been watching a lot of Netflix. What have you been watching besides Tinder Swindler last week?
Well, I've been jumping from this last week. I asked you guys for some manga or anime recommendations. And I restarted Attack on Titan. I already told you though, and I've seen it like during college days, but then I'm rewatching it. It is so good. I forgot how good it is. So I've been watching that, and then I also started watching Promise Neverland is on Netflix, girl. I didn't know. Promise Neverland. Did I say Promise Neverland? God. Did I say I meant Promise Neverland.
I need to read the second one. I read the first book.
Yeah, but but I started getting antsy because like it's taking too long for me to read it, so I just started watching it. But that one's a little slower. Attack on Titan is like so fast. I forgot why it's so popular. Like, I mean, it's because it's so good. I need
to watch that. I can't remember if I saw a part of it, or I definitely know what it is. I just don't remember. Yeah,
it's so. I cried on the first episode.
I think I told you this already, but I started watching that one drama with Soyeon from Girls' Generation, and it's like. It's like that drama where her and her coworker, because I'm only on like the second episode, but they have an agreement where they are like, one is a dom and one is a sub.
Oh yeah, it was that one. I forgot. You're still watching it? Is it good?
Well, Jeff's not watching it, but Jeff was in the room while I was watching it, and nothing, like, it's still at the end. I mean, I'm only on episode 2, so I don't know what happens. But there's this part where like they are somewhere and they hear another couple having sex in the next room, and you could hear the sounds, and then Jeff was on the computer while I was watching it, and I was like, okay, this is weird.
Oh, and you were listening on the speakers.
Yeah. So I was just watching it, and I was like, this is weird. And then that's when I stopped it, because I was like, okay, I can't watch this right now. Like, this is weird. But it's just so interesting, because now they are making dramas where, you know, people are more open to, you know, different kind of lifestyles and all that, and you know,
that's so interesting.
It was just interesting when
more taboo
like, obviously
things
culture is changing, and taboo right.
More taboo things are just being brought up into shows and stuff. Have you ever seen Euphoria?
No.
Oh, that's
Euphoria.
Euphoria with Zendaya and stuff, but I've never seen that. But that's such like a popular show. But then again, I think it's one of those things where it's like, I think it takes place in high school, like the setting. So I was like, oh, that's probably why I'm not watching. Because like, you know, when you watch something, like people are always talking about it, but you're like in school or something, and everyone's like, did you watch Euphoria? Like that kind of thing. But we're like out of school
I've heard of it. Yeah, I've heard of it. I never watched it.
Yeah. Anyway, I was just thinking about that, but
anyway, there's your Netflix suggestions.
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh nice. We got little Netflix suggestions. And those of you who left your suggestions for me. Thank you, because I'm going down the list. I actually wrote down everything you said. So thanks. You're the best.
Oh, with the anime, yeah.
Yes.
So the one of the big things that happened this week was the BTS PTD Vegas ticketing that happened yesterday.
For you 2 days ago. For us yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
I made a tweet about our outcome, but we're gonna explain a little bit more about it here now.
We just wanted to touch on it because there were a lot of you that asked about, because obviously I was waitlisted, and then Silvia got invited to the sale.
I was invited. Thank you. I'm honored.
Yeah, but the issue was that the biggest issue was before the sale, we really wanted to go on the 16th for multiple reasons, and I think everyone wanted to go on the 16th because that's the last show, and I'm pretty sure something will be announced on the last show. But then on top of that, so first of all, Silvia's birthday week, and then
oh my god, my little pop-up popped up. Sorry, hold on, I need to cut this out. My little 18-y pop-up, say my name, is going up on the alerts right now. Okay,
I'll just say as our blooper. Just because, okay, so I don't know if how much you're gonna cut it out, but never mind. I'm just not gonna talk about it.
What? Oh, okay. I don't care. What were you gonna say?
Well, I was just gonna say, just because you were doing that, I watched the AT's vlog where they met the choreographer. So the choreographer who made up that dance and the choreo to not all of it, I think, but a lot of the Say My Name choreo, they met in LA. They went back to LA and they met him.
Oh, that's cool.
They did the dance for the first time together with him. Girl, I cried in that vlog. I cried.
That sounds so cute. I want to see that.
Yeah.
The iconic Say My Name. That's cool. Whoever made that
and then as they were doing it together, the choreographer, he was suggesting to them. He's like, "Oh no, you guys are so good." He literally said, he was like, I'm just gonna be very honest. That there are some people that I make choreography for, but then I look at them and I know I have to tweak it. I just make it for you, and because I know you guys can do it. And
that's sick. That's sick.
Yeah, and then when he was like doing that iconic move with the lead or whatever, he was like, he's like, I think if you guys can glide more, like kind of like moonwalking but forward, and then it was just so good, girl. It was just so good.
Was the choreographer Korean or like?
No. He was I think he lives in LA, but you can tell he's like, this is European. Like he's this white European guy.
Oh wow, so cool. That's really interesting. Oh my god. Well, we need to see more of their like KQ days. You remember when we saw them breakdancing during the KQ like show? One of the final things we saw. We need to catch up with that. Anyway, sorry, my pop-up alert. My pop-up alert initiated this conversation. But anyway, girl, the thing about Ticketmaster is they actually listened this time. It was funny because the moment we got into the line, there were pop-ups, and even like actually before the sale even began, Ticketmaster on Twitter, they made a post, and I've never seen this before, but they're trying to be so organized because it was such a shit show last time for PTD LA for the Mot 7 previous ticket holders got effed over. So
we still got effed, and we're just always going to be traumatized. Like,
yeah, we're traumatized forever. Anyone who was a Mot 7 ticket holder, we're all traumatized. But Ticketmaster finally decided to listen, and they actually put step-by-step tips on how to like get a successful, like go through this ticket sale successfully. And that was something we've never seen before. They were even giving pop-ups instead of just being like, oh, the VIP packages are unavailable. They were actually giving suggestions that said, tickets will be open in 30 minutes and giving us tips in the corner of Ticketmaster, like more tips than usual. Yeah. So Ticketmaster actually, they didn't suck as much this time, but I still,
I saw a few videos where they said it was more stressful this time. It was not more stressful for us, I think. Yeah. Like, at least, it was stressful for the fact that, like, I was waitlisted, but I was using someone else's code because they couldn't go any longer. So I was using that code. And again, if you happen to be watching, thank you. But it didn't matter for me because at the end of the day, I was still randomized really late. Like, anyway, I was like randomized like in the shittiest position. Like you got in all 4 dates before I was even like
but we were still. So, like, before we even knew where we were placed in line, like, we did everything right this time regarding, like, refreshing the page right when we should have. We, as experienced Army ticket buyers now, we know, unfortunately, we saw a lot of people who were still waiting when the
well, you know what? It didn't matter as long as they were in there before and then joined the queue before 6 p.m. PST. Yeah. Like, it was fine.
Yeah. But I mean, either way, like you said, like we were all randomized 30 minutes before, the QID or like before the ticket sales began. So the thing is, we did everything right this time and things went like smoothly for us, but the moment the doors opened on Ticketmaster, we were both stuck at 2,000 plus. Like, it wasn't the thing where we got pushed we were randomized at the front. It was that situation again where we're like 2,000 plus, and it wasn't, especially for Christy, her line was going extremely slow, but mine was still slow too. You remember I took like 3 PP breaks and I came back and I was like, well, it's not going.
Yeah, it was, I think we didn't actually get in till, was it an hour? Or maybe it was just for me, but it was like at least an hour before I even got in.
Way past, but like, and then the dates.
So the point is, like, like all those people you see on Twitter or YouTube that say, "Oh my God, I got like gold sound check, and there's still a lot of VIP." That means they got randomized in a great spot, and so they got in really quickly. Like, it's just chance. It's all chance.
I'm curious to see, because people open up all 4 tabs for all 4 shows. And, I still did that too, but we were aiming for a specific date. And I got put into a show earlier than the one we desired, the one that we needed to get into. I got pushed into a different date. So I was in there earlier, but the one we really needed to buy tickets for, I didn't get in there until later. So anyway, I'm wondering if like, cause some people got like VIP for like 2 shows in a row. I was like, how? That means like if it's your account, you just got lucky 2 times.
You're lucky. You're so lucky, and I mean seriously, congratulations. Like, especially if this is your first BTS show, like it's gonna be amazing, and it's gonna be at the Allegiant Stadium, which is brand new. I think that one's newer than SoFi. I mean, also, I could be wrong, but it's just beautiful.
Yeah. And also, I am also really happy. I'm sure there are scalpers who figured out that, if you buy an Army membership, you have a chance to get into the pre-sale. So there probably are a lot of scalpers still there anyway. But the fact that Ticketmaster, this time around, they opened up all seats, 100% of the pre-sale, people who had pre-sale had a chance to get seats anyway. So 100% of it went to the pre-sale Army, pre-sale, pretty much. Yeah. And they got, like, it sold out.
That's what they should have done with MOTS, but anyway.
But it's crazy because the show is sold out. I mean, like, we expected nothing less, but it's like, when you think about it, wow, they sold out on a
I think people, especially BTS being so popular for the past, at least within the past couple years, especially when more people started joining Army, I think people are just like, BTS, they're just so big, but if you really think about it, what they're accomplishing is insane. Like, who sells out the first like few hours of 4 ginormous stadiums, like how?
That's crazy. And if you didn't see my my tweet this morning, and you're just hearing this for the first time, no, we didn't get the date we wanted to. We didn't get tickets for the date we wanted to, but we are currently in like a family dilemma regarding whether we are able to go anyway. We do have the option to go, but on like it's like specific terms. Like it's complicated, so we still are not completely sure.
Complicated. Yeah, that word.
It is
just following me around all week.
And you know what? That part. That part of the week was a bit stressful though.
Well, yeah, that's why I was like, oh, you were stress free. So, but I mean, the thing
Besides
is,
that day.
the thing, even with this whole ticketing thing, before we even bought tickets, because the show is in Las Vegas and it's a very expensive time. I mean, first of all, it's expensive anyway to fly out there, but if you search the flight tickets right now, they're insane. The prices
yes.
are
Oh yeah,
insane.
because
so
again,
anyway,
it's
so
not
right
just
now,
ticket buying.
Yeah, because the ticket buying was yesterday, and all of this, it's not like we don't have any chance to go. Like, not all. I mean, the best thing would be if all four of us would go together and all of that. But because it's like we have a chance, but then we have to weigh a lot of things, and not just financial things. And I just want to I just want to say that a lot of times, especially if you're sucked into like this fan world and Twitter and everything like that, you almost feel like, oh, this is like a chance of a lifetime. Why wouldn't you go?
Like,
and
you feel
and
guilty if you don't,
back.
right?
Yeah, right. But then you sit back and you're like, but I'm a human and I have to be very realistic about my situation and
exactly
just everything like that. So I'm like, I'm also like we're not rich. Like, hello.
Yeah.
Like,
there's so many factors.
It's more than that. But
there's
there's a lot of things happening everyone has.
Yeah.
Like, so much things happening in your own life, and there's so many things that you don't know what is going on behind the scenes in someone's life. And trust me, like, we have a lot of other stuff besides like YouTube and stuff too, and BTS and like just everything.
And like keeping up with like groups and stuff. We still have to live our lives.
I know the C stars know. I know, but it's just I don't know. I just feel like people don't. They just drop everything.
Well, I mean, also because for us, it would again, it's like we don't live on the West Coast. We're it's harder for us in general just to go. And so if we keep saying again and again, we're just waiting for a world tour. And I felt less pressured. And I was stressed out a bit. You're always going to feel stressed out during the ticket sale, like, when you're buying tickets. But I felt less pressure and less stress because at the back of my head, I told myself, if things don't work out anyway, they're probably going to have a world tour. Okay, we don't know if they are, but chances are they are. And if they have a world tour, they're most likely going to come back to the East Coast. Or even if they don't, I still have another chance to save money and go to a future show coming up. And so during that whole the Las Vegas show, the news dropped so suddenly for us, so I didn't feel prepared to be like, oh, I'm ready to like get tickets. I had a mindset of, okay, if I have a chance and we get like everything is gonna work out, like I want to go. But at the back of my head, I was like, we have other chances and this is not the end of the world. Unlike PTD LA, where I was like, oh, we don't know if Jin's gonna go to the military and this is our last chance. Like, there were so many more. I felt that like the PTD LA experience was way more stressful, and I felt way more pressure to go than I do this time. I felt more
pressure, and also because we got the MOTS code. Like, that literally gave me the pressure.
Yeah, but like also the chances of we didn't know if they were gonna release more shows, and now we're gonna go to the Cinemark theater show. PTD.
Yes, actually, I am so excited to go to Cinemark because
me too.
Jeff is coming with me, and you're going with Amma. And yeah, so I am so excited. I'm gonna make it like a whole day with hubby to watch BTS with me. Aww. So I'm very excited. Yeah.
That's gonna be really fun. And we get to experience that, so I'm grateful. I am really grateful we get that experience, because some sweet little C stars were like, well, I don't even get that theater experience because they don't have Cinemark in my country. So I am grateful that we get to watch the show on the big screen, because that's gonna be crazy. I've never done that before. So
yeah, and
really cool.
And also I'm very thankful that we made the decision to go to the Love Yourself tour when we were Baby Army. Like, at least we did see them live, and
we did get to see them.
We had so much fun.
Oh my god.
We'll see what happens. We're in that stage where we're like, we'll see what happens.
We couldn't. there's like ups and downs. So like that's our current situation. And as you're watching this right now, we're still thinking about it because up until Cinemark, we're still like making decisions, and there's a lot of factoring in. And I don't know, but chances are like
I don't know.
It's just like a seesaw. Like seesaw. Seesaw.
Seesaw.
Oh no, that makes me
girl, we saw Seesaw live. Girl, we saw Seesaw live.
We really did. I have that.
Do you remember? Oh my god, we saw Seesaw live.
I will never forget that one because I recorded that one on my phone and I put it on my Instagram story. That's the one that I put because I was freaking out so much. It was like Seesaw. Seesaw. Anyway. I put that on my Instagram story and I was freaking out, and now I really miss them. And after going to the 80s concert, I am itching to go to another concert again, but it's that thing again where I'm like, I wish they would come to the East Coast, like just somewhere closer, because it's so expensive to fly.
Yeah, and then
especially right now.
It's so expensive, and you got to think about like anyway. There's just a lot of things. There's a lot of things to think about.
There's lots and lots of things to think about.
Yeah.
So today we're gonna answer an email or two. We're gonna read like a couple emails, and like we're gonna there's two specifically we picked out, 2 emails. One's like more of an activity and the other one is more like for advice. But you know how they like, you remember dear, like they had like the, what was that Amanda show, like Dear Amanda,
Dear
like that's
Diary,
me.
Today I saw a boy, and I wondered if he noticed me. He took my breath away.
I sang that last time and you were like, ew girl, don't sing that. But today, you know what, since we're reading our email, we did that on our fandom reveal name for the first time with a C-star, but this time we're doing a second, like, thank you for your patience if you've been waiting for us to read one of your emails. But
and also, well, I do want to say, this is not the only couple emails that we got other ones, and some of them are literally just saying, oh my god, thank you for doing this podcast, and those really touch my heart. Like, I've literally cried reading some emails.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm just saying, like, I do recognize, like, we might not have written back yet, but we do see them, and it's so sweet.
And you know what's cute about having it as emails? When you're saving them as important, you're clicking on a star to highlight it. So it's like our C stars.
Right. It's I'm actually, I just realized, girl, I filtered it through the starred ones.
We star you. We starred you. How do you make a star with
it? Probably I don't think you can.
Oh no, am I doing like a gang sign? Girl, I've started going like this. I don't think this is it.
Okay, anyway. Anyway. So the first one that we both we really wanted to answer was about friendship. Yes. So this is actually from Min Young. She said it's okay to say her name out loud. Oh, okay. Yes, Min Young. I'll just read this one and then okay. So, hi Christy and Silvia. So this is a question that I've had for a while because I've gone through a friendship break. I almost said friendship bracelet. I've gone through a friendship breakup for the first time in my life a couple of years ago, and it was the hardest breakup I've ever gone through. It was honestly harder than breaking up with the previous boyfriends, LOL, sorry to my exes, because I've never heard anyone talk about them or tell me how to deal with them. Because it all happened during the pandemic, I was practically forced to deal with it alone at home. But the biggest reason why this is still a burning question / concern is because my current job as a teacher, many of my students have come up to me with the same question. Either they don't know how to break up with a friend or how to deal with it. Most videos and posts online talk about breakups in the context of a romantic relationship, but friendship breakups are rarely talked about. So I'm wondering if you have ever been through one, and if you have, how you dealt with it. I would love to give my insight, but my case was special in that I was in a situation where I couldn't really do anything because of the lockdown. It would be nice to hear what you and the C-Stars have to say. So if you have any advice or stories too, you can leave a comment in the comment section. Yeah. But because I would like to share with my students experiences that that can help guide them through that process, through a process that they might not feel very familiar with. So
Thank you, Min
You
Young,
know,
for this.
I do before.
Oh my God.
Yes, thank you so much, Min Young, for this, because I think this topic is so important. Because okay, let me just say before we, if you have an experience or whatever, before we get into them, I do want to acknowledge that our society really focuses 90% of anything to like romantic love.
Romantic.
And yes, romantic love is wonderful and all of that, you know, it really is. But what about friendships? What about like your like family? What about like just other kinds of relationships? Because I hate that we put so much focus on only romantic relationships. That shouldn't be
pressure
your
and
main
focus on romantic.
Yeah, because girl, if you think about it, I'm sure it's like this with everyone that you ever since you start realizing like whatever you're attracted to, that's all you think about. That's all you think about. And and I get it, like a part of it, like it's natural and all of this, but you are so focused because society tells you this is what you need to look for. You need a boyfriend, you need a girlfriend, you need like some kind of like this kind of romantic relationship to
and it's all about love, like literally love in the romantic sense. Even like watching movies and shows like Disney princesses falling
that's
in love with
all
the prince,
you
like
are.
that
And I
type of
think
thing.
things are slowly changing, which is good, but it's still very much everything is about romantic love. And and I'm sorry, but like a lot of my life is not about romantic love. There's so much more
and
to
also
life than finding a relationship or a partner.
And it is like slowly coming back up, like, you know, kind of shifting in thought, because that's why Frozen was such a breakthrough, because that was a sister relationship. It was a strong sister bond. So that's why Frozen, like, that is such a good like movie to share with your kids. It's
We
about
need to get into that shit growing up.
Yeah. And you remember Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants? I remember being so like, oh my God, this is different, because it was a relationship with like
that's true. That's when we were growing up
best
too.
Friends, But anyway, in general, yes, it's all hyper focused on love, and if you're not in love, you're going to be lonely for the rest of your life, and being single means you're going to be miserable, which is not the case. And I'm glad that society's finally pulling through and being like, all because you're single doesn't mean your life is over. Like, why does that matter? Like, that is so stupid.
I know.
Anyway.
Like we've been, yes. Like, it's just, anyway, I just want to, this is such a good point, because I feel like especially younger people really need to be told this, you know. But anyway,
a friendship break. I keep saying friendship bracelets.
It's
People
'cause we're
only
wearing our
associate friendships with bracelets. God damn
That's
it.
true.
Okay, let me take a little sippy.
And then, do you remember though those best friend necklaces?
Yes, I had a lot of those.
Oh,
Well,
you had a lot.
I think it's safe to say, growing up, we kind of both have had experiences. I'm kind of like traumatized from best friends. As far as like just like as far as best friends like leaving and me being like, wait, what happened? At a very young age, where I couldn't even really make sense of it, where it was like sometimes like one of my best friends would move. Like, this happened to me like 3 times, and it would just, I would never hear from them again. But that's a type of thing though, where it's like, you're so young, like, what are you gonna do?
Well,
you know,
not
you
only are you young, but even when you're young and you're really like, you know, thinking about like, especially with different relationships, we're very aware that with romantic relationships, like, so for example, when we get a boyfriend, there could be a breakup. We were never exposed that all because you're friends at a certain point, it doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna be friends forever, you know. And you're never really exposed to that.
But there is a thing where everyone is like BFF, like best friends forever, but like it doesn't mean forever when you grow up.
No, it doesn't mean forever. Because just like a relationship, when you grow up, things change, people change, your preferences change, your views on life change. Maybe there are some things maybe you can argue that doesn't change, like what your true passions are, but not talking about that, but like just your view on I think the world. And if that doesn't align, you're not really gonna be friends.
Or it's like when you are friends with somebody and you are that close, like it's at a specific time in your life. So eventually when you do grow out of that time of your life, you do just naturally grow distant or grow apart. And like, yeah, maybe you don't have the same interests anymore, or, you know, it's a school friendship or work friendship or whatever it is. Like the point is you got to think about that friend and where you met them and how you became friends with them, like in that certain time period of your life.
Yeah, and I think the best advice, because there are many different reasons why you're not friends with certain people anymore, but I think the most important thing is to just realize that people really do change, and it's not necessarily, I mean, unless they like really fuck you over, but like it's not necessarily that it was somebody's fault, but people can really spread, like just really drift apart, like you said, and it's just natural. Like you realize you may click better with certain people that think certain ways, or or just not even think certain ways. It's not even just how your views are, it's who you really click with. And I think you start to realize that as you get older, like who you really, really click with. So.
And, well, okay, this is like, kind of away from the actual like question itself, but just in general, like friendship and or someone you consider a best friend, you know when someone truly is your best friend, where it turned like, I think a lot of us can relate to, if you have a best friend, sometimes you don't have to keep tabs on them every single day. Like it's sometimes when you really know you have someone so close to you and someone you will never let go of, and it's equal on both ends, it's like you can reunite with them after a whole year has passed or 2 years, and and then it feels like the same thing, as where you first left off, you know? And it's when those relationships are rare, but they're so special. So when you have that's different. That's something you should work harder on, you know, and just in at certain points. But you know, that in that case, it doesn't mean you have to always be like talking to them every single day or week or
so
month.
there, like I think like I think especially when you're younger, like you value one, I mean, not necessarily everybody, but you value like having a lot of friends and having like this group to hang out with. But you do realize, like, as time goes on and you either start working or you go to college or all of this, things again, they shift, and you start to realize, oh, I can't hang out with these people every day, because sometimes friendships only form, like, for example, remember last time we talked about clubbing? Like sometimes friendships literally only form because you're out clubbing and drinking. Like, you know how many friendships
for social
like social, like literally just social,
like
and
social outings. And
you know how many times, girl, have we been out at like either a bar or a club, and then you meet this one girl where you happen to vibe with that night, and then you're like, girl, you're like this girl is my best friend, and how many selfies did you take with them? But then later, and you realize, and then later you realize, you're like, oh wait, no, no, we're not. We're very
That's
different.
like a
we're very
night.
different. No.
That's like, oh, that wasn't even like a friend. But anyway, that's like more like an acquaintance for like.
No, but you know what I mean. Like, so many people are just like, well, I mean, I know in Minyoung's case that's not it. Like, you had a falling out with someone you thought was like a really good friend, but. But I've in my life had that situation where we actually, like, not just one either, not even just one, where I would have
I've had it
called,
for a few cases.
I had it at least with a couple people where I've definitely called them my best friend, but then literally all I can say is that, like, where we are now, well, one of the people I do still talk with, but we're not, I wouldn't be like, oh, we're like super close, but it's literally because we just went to different places in life.
I've had both cases. Like, I've had to break up with a friend, and someone's broken up with me, a platonic relationship. So I've been on both ends, so I know what that feeling is like. But like, did you want to share any, just like how you dealt with it, or like if that's happened to you, or like just in Minyoung's case, like, you know, how did you, or like your experience?
Yeah, okay, I will say, because Minyoung, I feel like your situation was a lot harder for you than me. I've never had a friendship breakup where it was harder than a romantic breakup, just FYI. Like at the end of the day, I think that's why I keep saying, that's why I think for me, I just moved on because I was like, we're just different people. Yeah. We're literally for me, I was like, we're just really different and I'm good with that. Yeah. So I was fine. Like honestly, I was completely fine. But did you, when you went through something, was it different? Like, were you not okay?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
No. Well, regarding, okay, I can say this because I know she doesn't even know I exist anymore. But, like,
oh, shit.
Remember, okay. She was, my childhood trauma. But anyway, besides that, that was, like, what I mentioned earlier, like, a friend moving away that I was so close with for, like, years. Besides that, like, moving away stuff is different. But I had a specific situation where I was literally friends with someone. I don't care if she hears this because she knows who she is. But I've been friends with someone since first grade and we were so tight. And it was that thing where it's like you don't tell someone what's on your mind, which given I don't do that either. But when you're like after we graduated, she decided to end our friendship through an email by giving me an essay and along with like our
did she say
group, like
why,
I had a friendship of,
did she say why?
Yeah, she said why. It was for religious reasons, but either way. So my point is, do you know who I'm talking about? I'll bleep
yes, I know who you're talking about. Girl, of course I know who you're talking about.
Throughout my life, I was best friends with this person since first grade, and we were very close for such a long time. So it was more like a shock for me where this person decided to break up with me literally through email. So that was the most like traumatic thing I've experienced regarding a friendship breakup because that's never happened. And I was caught off guard because it was more of that situation where there were no red flags of this. There was email. Yeah. It was more where we were all gonna go off to college, and it was a group of 4 best friends who were tight for 4 years of high school. And out of nowhere, all of the frustrations, and it wasn't even like, "Hey, girl, I want to sit down and talk to you. This is what's been bothering me," or little like things like that. It wasn't like that at all. It was like an email breakup listing points of why we're horrible people, which I will clear. We are not horrible people, but because of this person's viewpoint, she was hanging out with different people too. You know, you have different friend groups. They were painting us as evil people for some reason. But anyway, that was so harsh because I've known her for like over decades. Like, so that was ridiculous. And I would say if you do want to break up with a friend who you personally have been so close with, the first step is communication. Like, if something's bothering you and if you feel like that person's being toxic towards you or you feel misunderstood or underappreciated, first of all, you should let them know. And if that makes you uncomfortable, well, that sucks because either way, the relationship's going to fail if you can't talk about it. But secondly, you should talk about it and you should talk about why you feel hurt and if that other person understands why you feel hurt and how often does this happen. And if that doesn't change, then are you willing to let them go? Because at the end of the day, like, you don't owe them anything and they don't owe you anything. So
yeah, but I guess it also with that situation, if you do like whether you want to communicate that or not, like I think it really depends on your like how comfortable you are doing that because I mean, I'm just like, just being really honest, like whether it's friendship breakups or romantic breakups. I mean, I don't know if this is just me or like there's something wrong with me. Like, I don't know. But most of the times, like I really just don't or like broken up is I literally just just stopped talking to them. And I don't think I've ever had a conversation where except for one romantic relationship in the past where we sat there and we literally said this is not going to work out. There's only been one time where that has ever happened. So like, that
was a romantic relationship, right?
But that was a romantic relationship. But with friendships, I think I literally just kind of started phasing them out of my life.
Yeah, and usually that's what happens too. But in my specific case, girl, imagine. Well, I'm so angry about this to this day. Imagine getting an email and being like, "This bitch had the audacity to email me and all my friend group."
But in that case. case, like, I'm pretty sure, like, that person was just fucking, like, that was dumb. Like, they don't know what they're talking about. Like,
that's clearly so stupid and ridiculous. And look, okay, I get it, like, different point of views, whatever. But I'm saying, if you're so, like, I really need to break up with this person, like, I feel like, yes, I know how I would approach it. I usually fade away, too. It's more of that, like, you know, slowly distancing yourself type of thing. But if you are not that type of person who usually, like, fades out of relationships, and you, like, are so, like, how do I tell them or whatever, like, that I want to break up, maybe, like, that's just a suggestion where I'm like, why don't you tell them how you feel right now and see how it goes?
Well, how did you deal with it? Because the thing is, with your situation, so you had like a group of friends. It wasn't just you and her, you know? So how did you deal with it? Like, basically, I mean, I would assume you talked about this with your other friends too, right? Like,
yeah. So in that situation, I mean, I was fine, but all of us will still talk about it to this day because we're so shocked by how it ended when we thought we were so close. But
that's how you can kind of tell. Well, that's how you can kind of tell, because my situation was a little bit similar, except for the email thing. But like, because if in like a big group, if whatever that one person did, everyone agrees. You know, sometimes if everyone is against you, sometimes you do have to question yourself, you know? Yeah. So what I'm saying is, like, that person was obviously in the wrong, like.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm saying not her beliefs. I'm saying, like, I'm saying how she approached you guys and just said how you guys are evil or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, okay, besides me, she knew me since first grade. For all of them, she knew them for, like, since before middle school. Anyway, so you know how Minyoung said this happened to her when she was in the pandemic. So, like, I guess for Minyoung's case, she couldn't, like, physically go to them because that was during lockdown. So I'm assuming any communication would be virtual anyway. But, you know, I'm like this where, like, I hate confrontation. Like, I just hate confrontation. I got better at it now, but, like, in general, no, I hate confrontation. So even if I were to try to like I said, like, maybe you should try to talk about why you feel upset, or if you feel like you've been used or something. Even forming a text to express why you feel upset towards another person gives me so much anxiety. Like, I have high functioning anxiety. I can't even do a text message.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone likes confrontation. It's like how you react to it. You know, it's more. Right. It's so. And I feel like it's always like, in general. I think people hate a lot of the same things, but it's how you deal with that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. And another thing with, like, I think the easy way out to, like, think about it, you know, when she said she wanted to explain to her students how to deal with friendship breakups in general, because that happens a lot in school. Quite plainly, it's you know, if I was thinking about if I were a teacher and a kid came up to me, my student came up to me and was like, Miss Pak, like, what would you do or whatever, and you need advice, I would honestly just be like nothing lasts forever. You know, honestly, and like I said earlier, but you can make new friends. It's like the thing where obviously it's so different than a romantic relationship, because this is
Sorry, if you have a thought, you can finish it. Yeah.
Oh, what I'm saying is, it's the type of thing like how we were saying, like, you have to move on, right? But if you're trying to explain it to someone, for me, I would tell my student, I'm sorry you're going through this, obviously, but, like, you will meet other people in that relationship. Like, you met that friend at that like certain point in your life for a reason, during that time where, you know, you guys were both in that same, you know, whatever it was. But at the end of the day, like, no relationship is wasted either. Like, even if you leave a relationship and it was really bad, you at least learn that that's a type of person or thing you don't want in your life, so you at least learn something. And like nothing lasts forever at the end of the day too. So it's like more of the harsh reality situation where I'm like, well, you have to move, you know.
No, I agree. Say like, so if I were a teacher, and obviously depending on how old your students are, because you would talk to a high schooler different than you talk to someone in elementary school. But like, if somebody came up to me, and whatever age group that they were in, if somebody came up to me and said, "Oh my gosh, I'm not friends with this person anymore," and they wanted advice, what I would say is I would like give them like a process, like questions to answer for themselves. I would first say,
I actually have that.
Oh yeah. I would say, I'd be like, do you like, okay, I'm sorry that happened. Like, first of all, like, do you really, really care about this person? You know? And if so, if they're like, no, well, I mean, most likely they'll say yes. And if so, have you tried talking to this person? You know, and then if no, then I would just be like, okay, and if you've tried to reach out to them and they still are not, you know, reciprocating or like talking back, then I would go into that spiel of like, you know, then, you know, you've put in your effort. Like, if they're not going to respond, you like, you know, you have things that you want to work on too, and it's not your job to be friends with this person, you know, and but if you haven't tried, your next step is to try to talk to that person if you still really care about them.
Again, it's like that communication thing.
And just really see how they respond, because the number one thing in any relationship, whether it's romantic or friendship, is and not that like it's always like a two-way street, but it is. But you know what I mean? Like, not in terms of like if somebody reaches out and wants to hang out, you can't always ignore it. I mean, yes, life gets in the way, but if somebody really needs to talk to you and you're their friend, like, you have to put in that effort to be a friend too. Just like how, like, for example, I'm married. Like, I mean, look, I'm not perfect either. I make a lot of mistakes too. But like, for example, if like Jeff wants to talk about something, like sometimes I won't be in the mood, or like I'll like snap at him. But then I have to think like, do I care about this relationship? Yes, I'm gonna go talk to him. And I'm sorry, that's like a marriage, but it should be the same thing with a friendship. It should be the same thing, because at the end of the day, you and I, we're sisters, but we're also friends. Like, I would never I value our relationship too much to not try to work anything out. So
of course.
And so if one person is not going to work it out, like I said, just move on, because they weren't your true friend.
Yeah, and like, obviously, like, a friendship breakup is so broad, because like unlike a romantic relationship, it's like, I'm not in love with them anymore. But like, in this case, it's like something had to have happened, you know, for you to really be like, this person's not okay to be in my life anymore. So I also wrote down for like platonic relationship, when you have no one to talk to about this, like you don't have a teacher to ask, or sister, or whatever, what I wrote down was, when you're thinking about your relationship that you're ready to let go of, really think about, and this is something I've thought about too, like, what was your, like, do you feel like you had a role in the relationship? Like, for instance, do you feel like you were only the listener, or you felt used because that person was only coming to you for certain things, and like you know, or did it feel even because you were the listener, but you were also, the other person was also a listener, but is there an equal balance of like, you also went to that person for certain things, and you guys were equally, you know, helping each other out? But if you're constantly feeling like you're on the heavier side of things, and you feel like they're always using you, or they're only contacting you for you to be the listener, and only that, then that's when it's like a uneven balance. And that is when you should start questioning, like, is this person just using me because I'm the only person, you know, like, are they helping me too? So you have to set your boundaries and really think about...
No, sorry, that's a really good point, because you really came at it, I mean, you came at it in a way where you're the one that like wants to like break up in the relationship. And I was thinking about it, I mean, I don't know what I was thinking, but I realized like I did have that kind of thing too. Like, where I literally decided, I forgot, like, I literally have decided one time that I was like, I mean, besides the ones that we were thinking of, there was another one where I was like, I don't want to be friends with this person anymore.
Right, exactly. So it's that case where it's so tricky too. But once you keep outweighing the good and bad, but you keep realizing the more you think of this relation, the more you feel stressed out over what do they want from me, and you feel less energized when you're with them at the end of the day. You know that they're taking more out of like you. And that's where you should like set your own boundaries, and it's okay to let go of that person when they're not being good to you. Like if you're only being good to them and you're not, you have to be selfish and set your own boundaries. And I think that's where you should focus on. That's what.
And I think you should really, because thinking about all my relationships that I had to end, like friendship relationships, like I always realize I've had red flags like throughout the friendship. I've had so many red flags, but because we had a good time or we were like in this clique or like whatever, I
that's
ignored
so common.
it. Yeah, that's very common, right? This is a very common thing. So just really listen to your instincts, because if you are a good person and you also know yourself what feels right and wrong for you. Like, you know it. So just really
like
pay attention.
How much are you willing to, like how much are you willing to keep going with that, or if it's just becoming a burden on you, that type of, it's
but it happens, and and you know, like you said, there are going to be people that you meet, and whether it's like 5 people, 1 person, 100 people, like you're going to find people that you click with, like, so yeah. And
so,
if not, you have us.
Yeah, you do have sea stars, and this is a good leeway to it, because I was gonna say, as far as coping with it, it is good to talk about it. But if you don't have anyone to talk about what you went through, I personally I literally will find books or story time videos on YouTube or just anything where I'm like, that sounds like they went through something I went through. So like, try to listen or read or try to look up things about your situation that other people have, also like forums or things online that you can kind of relate to, because it really helps when you realize someone else has gone through the same thing you have. So kind of seek that out. And most likely
what I realize also, like, as you're getting older and all this stuff, I realize like, damn, if I'm going through this or if I'm thinking this, there are hundreds and thousands of people probably thinking the same thing. So you're not alone. You're not alone.
Yeah. But again, no relationship's a waste. So you didn't waste your time on anyone, because that just means you learned what you don't want in your life. So good luck. And Minyoung, I'm sorry you went through that, but you have us sea stars, and we're your friends. We're sea stars and more than friends. Sea stars.
So another email that we wanted to get to is a fun one, actually. It's a very fun one.
This one's an activity.
It's an activity, and maybe we'll link this in the description so that if you guys want to do it, you can do it too. But this is about a birth chart. So we're gonna actually.
It's from J Girl.
It's from J Girl. So let's just do it. You just input, like, if you know like the time of your birth and that kind of and up to that level of detail.
Yeah, it's so cute.
It's really
cute.
She
said it gives you details about your zodiac signs and what controls your inner self, you in public, how people see you, romantic relationship, health, etc.
Yeah. So let's see how accurate this is, because these things I do find very fun.
Yeah, it's really fun to do. It's one of those like little online things.
Yeah, so
also,
the link will be in the description.
J Girl's birthday month. So happy birthday, J Girl.
J Girl, happy birthday. Oh yes, girl. J Girl.
It's your birthday month, girl.
Girl, happy birthday.
Okay, so click start. Wait, do we click start? No, that's an ad. Okay, skip the ad, guys.
I don't see an ad. I'm just entering stuff.
We're inputting our date of birth, our time of birth. So you have to know your time of birth if you want to
do
this.
Yeah, you do have to know your time of birth. Okay, yeah.
Yes. And then, and I almost wrote the input that I'm born in 1970.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Also, it's Yoongi's birthday month. Okay. Time of birth. I was born at 6:01. And city of birth, y'all not gonna know.
Okay, let's see. Okay, mine's pulled up.
Okay, mine is also pulled up. Okay, what do we do here?
Okay, so the girl, it gives you a mood of the day. So today's mood. Let's see if it's right.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Let's see what mine says. My mood. So my moon is in house 7. I don't know what that means, but anyway. So
I don't really know how to read these.
I know. And so it says today, for me, it says today you don't get bored because you feel the need to reach out to others. Girl, that's kind of weird.
That is weird.
That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird because we're doing the podcast today. Yeah. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you click next? Girl, by the way.
Huh? Yes, I clicked next after your info was in there. Yes, I clicked next twice.
Yeah, but did you click next one more time? Oh, twice. Okay. Sorry, yes. Keep going.
Okay, so, and then it says your sensitivity is high, and the exchanges with your partner or your entourage arouse various stimulating emotions. You vibrate in unison, and the probability that you get along well in many areas is excellent. Take advantage of this nice influence to pass messages and take initiatives because your partner will receive them positively. In the romantic realm, it is likely that everything is so perfect and words become useless. You may also want to put your sensitivity at the service of some humanitarian work. A lovely altruistic day. Oh, so I'm helping people today, apparently.
Wait, regarding that first one before the romantic thing, that's weird because, like, we're doing our podcast today.
Yes, what does yours say for today?
Wait, how did you look up that? Where did you see the thing where it said your moon or whatever? Does it say your mood today? Because, it says introduction.
Yes, it says your mood today, and then there was like a blue box that said today, and then I started reading.
A blue box? My blue box doesn't say today. Okay, well anyway, mine says. Well, anyway, how do you feel about yours?
I mean, literally just sat here giving like my advice to sea stars. So
that's so weird. Yeah, because this is the first time in a long time we decided to do an email.
Yeah, we decided to do it today. Yeah.
That is weird. Okay, your mood today. The influence of the mood. The influence of the moon. Wait, what?
No, right below that. Okay. Isn't there something about today?
Okay. Oh, it doesn't say today. For mine, it says home sweet home. ... Okay. So, the moon travels over your ascendant and prompts you to let go. The emphasis is on your inner life and your family, and more generally on your fundamental basis. You are in search of peace of mind, and you turn away from external concerns in order to take stock of your intimate realm. You know what's weird? I said that I downloaded a meditating app. That is weird. I haven't used it yet, though. People may be surprised by your restless and quite pernickety mood, but your creativity is high. The astrological climate of the day inclines to inactivity, contemplation, and stirs up your artistic chord. A moment of poetry in sight. ...
Why is yours like this? What?
Why does mine look like this? I'm confused. I don't know what mine means.
She doesn't know these words. The words are too big. No,
I don't know. I don't know what happened. Okay, wait. Emotions, feelings, and pleasant moments. Let me travel. Do you have more stuff?
Yeah, mine has like topics. Like so after that it says the
what are your topics saying?
So the first one, so after the mood of the day, the next underlined one is the tendency of the day. So your fast
wait, okay. So let me read the thing above that. I think that's what you read, because for mine I read the thing above the but my title says gentle way of life and mood, so I didn't know. Oh. Because mine didn't say today. Okay. So it says today you feel fine. Balance,
that
at
girl,
peace with
I said
yourself. Today. Oh, okay, I know, but I thought you meant the title header said today. I was looking for that. Today you feel fine, balanced, at a peace with yourself, and you are willing to show yourself in the most favorable light. I do feel peace within myself.
Girl, today. You did feel you're stress-free.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. Your feelings, your emotions, and your imagination are increased, and you perceive the world around you in a very personal way, like a radar picking up your close friends' feelings. You need to be in tune with them. You share their happiness, or you find the right word to comfort them. You are always there when you are needed, and you are caring. Nevertheless, be careful not to become overwhelmed. This lovely day belongs to you. Therefore, take care of yourself and have fun.
Mine said that I feel the need to reach out to others, and like it's kind of similar. We both are.
Yeah, that is weird. Whoa, that's interesting. Whoa.
Well, it seemed for mine. It seems to imply that like today is like it is like a different day than the others. You know.
Yeah. That is true.
I don't know.
Ew, my other one says I need to it's ideal, this period's ideal for a romantic reunion. I'm like, that's not happening.
A reunion. A reunion.
Romantic reunion. It says problems seem to fade away to a true mutual listening. Oh no, hell no. That is
okay, for me this part is weird because it says love misunderstandings, and it says in the love department a strange poker game is being played. You don't reveal your true feelings. You prefer to take action behind the scenes and allow some doubt to linger. In the best case, your strategy pays off finally. Your charm works wonders, and the mystery you maintain deliberately is part. Okay, I don't know about this, but then it says however, don't display too much cruelty. I was literally just talking about how sometimes I'll snap at Jeff.
Oh!
It says if you keep on inflaming too many hearts, you may get burnt and jeopardize this budding relationship. Well, I don't know if it's about a budding relationship. We've been together very long, so it's definitely not a budding relationship.
But it's warning you. But it's warning you though. It's like, don't do that. It's still saying to you, don't do it.
It's directly linked to the way you make your living, your personal finances, your income, and money you earn. Therefore, it is likely that this period coincides with modification of your material life. That is kind of true. That is true.
That one is pretty similar to what you're going through, though. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Girl, mine says, if you're in search of your soulmate and you're single, it's the right time to find hope, or right time to hope for a meaningful encounter. Maybe
you should
something
go on
will
Tinder.
In my house of Mars, I don't really know. I feel like I'm just looking.
Maybe Tinder is your answer, girl.
Oh, Tinder's not it. Also, I saw the comment somebody left there like, don't go on Tinder, but I actually know that Tinder's not the place to go anyway.
No,
That's
I know,
like the
I know,
hookup app now known. But like, just FYI, don't worry, guys. I'm not. If I do a dating app, which I'm not planning to, I won't use Tinder as my first one, and I don't plan to. Just FYI. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but it's kind of funny.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this was really fun. Like, I actually really love looking into stuff like this.
It's always fun.
It's always interesting because especially the fact that we had to put in like little like more details, because yes, a lot of people are born on your birthday, but the time, where you were born, that kind of stuff, like it's just interesting because you know, the universe is a mystery. At the end of the day, it's a big old mystery.
I wish I knew more about like my what is it, like your moon, or your, what is it called, like your rising
I have a good friend. I have a good friend that knows a lot about that stuff, and she analyzed it for me, but I don't remember anything.
She did that for me too, and I was like, "Wow, you really know your stuff." And she'd be like, "You're a rising, blah blah blah," and I was like,
"Yeah. You're like a rising something," and I don't know, and all this stuff. And I was like, "Oh, so it's and a lot of this stuff is not just who you are on the inside, but what you portray to the world. So like, however people perceive you may not really match up to who you really are. You know, so it's just interesting."
Yeah.
You know, but people always find these kinds of things fascinating, like Myers-Briggs. Like, you know, even with the Myers-Briggs thing, like, first of all, it's not scientific, but like it changes throughout the years too. Fun. And it tells you like where you are in your life, like mentally, like that kind of thing, like your thinking habits, like that kind of thing. So It's interesting.
And that one's like, I love that. That's such a cute one because like everyone, you can always label yourself as something, but that's the one thing, like you have that label and you kind of carry it around if you're really into it. And you're like, because you know, we're always like, I'm an INFP or, you know, you're whatever. And that is your label for that quiz.
You know,
and it's fun to meet other people who are similar.
Yeah, you know what I thought? So just because we're talking about Myers-Briggs, you know what I thought? So right now in this time in my life, I'm an INFJ, right? So I thought my F was the strongest. You know, everything is and nothing passes like a 60%, I think, range, except for J and P. So I'm a strong J.
What's J again? Judgment?
J is judging versus perception. So what that means is you prefer more structure over like more spontaneity. Like for example, like a J person, they will be like, okay, I want to do, I'd rather have like this like a structured outlook to my day versus being like, okay, I'm just gonna see what happens. Like whatever the world brings me, I'm gonna see what happens. So that's the difference. So I'm a stronger J than I thought I was. But everything else, including so my F, so I thought I was a strong F. I'm actually very in the middle for F and T.
Oh, I don't remember what I am for like regarding the middle or whatever.
And I and E, I'm very in the middle, and also N and S, I'm very in the middle.
For the rest, I don't even know where I'm at. But
no,
I know
it's only because
it's
only because I was bored one day and I looked at my old one and then I retook it and then I was like, oh
yeah.
Oh,
I want to retake mine again because I want to know, but I forgot what all of mine were. Anyway, J-Girl, that was fun. If you want to take that, if you want to look at your own astro theme, it's pinned in the comments, so go ahead and check that out. Thank you, J-Girl. You're so cute. Happy birthday, by the way.
Happy birthday.
So I also, by the way, I had a dream. It was did you have any dreams?
You know, I did, but it's nothing that I remember, or I guess it wasn't that important. Oh, wait! I did have a dream last night. Can I say it before I forget?
Yeah. What was your
Girl, did you ever, I don't know, okay, so this drama's really old. It's even like old for me, and I'm old, but like, but it's like, you know 가을동화? So Autumn Story, or Fall Story, or Autumn Story?
Oh yeah, with
송혜교,
yeah. I actually have the DVDs.
원빈? Or, yeah.
With thick eyebrow?
And fuck, what was his name? Hold on.
That was such a, oh my god, they started with as babies and they grew up. That was such a good one. I have that.
This is honestly is such a good one.
Wait, I literally have it. That's weird.
No, you know why you have it? That was mine. I gave it to you guys.
Cute. Look how
yes. So 송혜교 girl, listen, 송혜교, 원빈, and 성승환.
Yeah.
So it was always, if you guys know this drama, it was always like, oh, who do you prefer? Because there was a love triangle between 송혜교 and then the two guys. It was 성승환 and Han and 원빈. And do you know what team you were always on?
Wonbin was so hot.
Girl, I would growing up, I was like, oh my god, Wonbin. Like Wonbin.
Well, I thought Wonbin was one of the hottest guys in the world. So I remember watching that, being like, he's so hot.
He is. I mean, yeah, they're like a little bit older, but yes, they are like classic beauties, like all three of them. But girl, girl, I don't know why, because like I haven't even like thought about this drama in so long. It's such a classic drama, but I haven't thought about it. And girl, last night, basically in my dream, I was 송혜교.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my god, do I love Wonbin or do I love 성승환? In my dream. And guess what? I was always team Wonbin, right? But in my dream, I was the other one.
That's interesting. That's random that you had a dream of that. What was that? Is it like your specific role? You felt like you were in that drama?
Not specifically that drama, but I was like in like I don't know, like somewhere, and in my head I had a dilemma like who I loved more.
And it was the same cast for the guy?
It was those two guys, but Song Hye-kyo was nowhere to be found. Basically, I was Song Hye-kyo.
Okay.
And it was funny because in my dream specifically, I saw them in my dream. Like they were, and they was like the younger them. Like when I thought they were very hot. Like it was the younger them.
Okay, they were in their like little prime here too, though. Like, well, actually no, but still, they were still very.
Well, okay, so they were like, I think they were like, they played high schoolers in the drama, but we were very young when they were high schoolers, and then I watched it.
So
I think the last time I watched it again was when I was in college. So like, of course, like they were older than me. So yeah.
This is such a good one. Oh my
Girl,
god, that's so funny. You were Song Hye-kyo. I wonder. I haven't seen a lot. Like I wonder what she's up to because I used to always look up what drama she's in because she's like that like.
She was the one in Full House. Classic. If you guys don't know, Kaodonga, she was the one in Full House
with B.
Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm. With Rain. Aww, that's such a random dream.
Anyway, I was like, girl, it was kind of like a situation where I was like, wait, I'm cheating on my bias because Wonbin was always my bias.
I think that's so funny when you have like you have a strong alt bias and then like you go into another group and you have another bias and you're like, oh no, I'm like cheating on my bias.
Anyway,
or like
even
if you're getting
sorry,
back,
that
like,
was my dream. I said I didn't have a memorable one, but I did.
Do you feel like this week you had a lot of dreams but you forgot them? Because like I know for me this week I had the most vivid dreams but I forgot like more than half of them.
More times than not, I think almost every night I have very vivid dreams. Like I would say 98% of the time I have extremely vivid dreams.
Yeah, and I know they say like in psychology you dream every single night, but you only remember a few. But
I'm saying I remember like, the week a lot of them.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. The week before, I didn't remember any of my dreams, so I'd be like, I didn't dream today, whatever. But this week, I know I had so many vivid dreams, but every night so far, and this hasn't happened to me in a while, because before it was 3 a.m. Every day this week, I've been waking up at 4.
Oh.
Like, not 4 exactly, but sometime around 4. Like, but I think my body, I don't know how my body got accustomed to randomly waking up at 4 a.m. But I would, it's like one of those, like, it's not a good waking up. It's like you wake up like that again. I've been waking up like that every single night this week. And I get so scared that I turn on my little light, this light that's on. I turn that back on until I can fall asleep again. Then I turn it back on.
Oh, that's
when
weird.
I'm, like, getting sleepy. But that's been happening to me so many times. Like in high school, I explained it before, but I would wake up at 3 o'clock on the dot. It would be 2:59 and I would check my clock and it would turn to 3. But it's not that case right now. Right now, this entire week, I've been waking up and I would check the clock and it'd be like 4:14. Like last night, it was 4:14. But I woke up from a nightmare last night. But this entire week, I would wake up at like 4 or like 4:30. It doesn't matter. But it was 4 a.m., which is really weird because we keep talking about 4.
Nightmare.
My body
do you remember your nightmare?
Yeah, well, it's very brief, it's short, but I mean, I know why I dreamed this. I was so freaked out because I woke up in my dream as if it, was real life, and I woke up like in a normal setting in my room, and I look out my window, and there's a giant, like, this giant face in my window. Like I open my blinds and there's a giant face looking at me, and it's like,
okay,
and his face is all red. It was like a man.
Scary.
I was so terrified, and I was like, why in my dream I was like Attack on Titan. Because in Attack on Titan, they're giant, monstrous, gigantic people. So I've been falling asleep watching Attack on Titan, and that's what gave me the nightmare.
That has to be why.
No, I know, but in my dream, I remember waking up at 4 a.m. because I haven't had like any like nightmares like in a long time up until last night. And in my dream, that's all I really remember, like a giant, Attack on Titan monster outside my window. But then when I woke up at 4 a.m. and I got so scared, it's one of those, you know, you're feeling you can't shake off. In my head at that moment, I was like, I'm not watching that again. That's so scary. And in my dreary, sleepy state, I told myself I'm not allowed to watch Attack on Titan at night. And I kept cursing at myself. I was like, girl, why the hell did you watch Attack on Titan? It's, like, why would you do that? Because it's like kind of scary. But then like I dreamed about it and I got so pissed because I haven't had a nightmare in a long time. But anyway, so I had a really scary dream. I was in that show and I was like, what the hell? That's freaky. I've never dreamed of anything like that. It was so freaky.
I don't know. I haven't had nightmare in terms of that kind of thing. I haven't had one in a while, so I don't know.
Yeah, and it was one of those like jump scare nightmares where I would open my blind and there was a giant, a big face. Oh hell no! And I woke up like. And I wake up like that so many times. I hate it when I wake up like in like a sweat.
I don't really wake up like that. I'll wake up like just randomly.
I don't know why I always do that.
I mean, I don't
know what's wrong with me.
I mean, if I go to bed at like a normal time, I always wake up in the middle of the night, and I never like just sleep through the night. But I never wake up like you. Like that's like that. I don't. Oh no.
I don't know why I always do that, and like it's not every night, but more than not, I wake up like, and then I'm like, oh my god, and I look around the room, and then I have to turn on a light. That's why I say I need a nightlight, because when I wake up like that, I'm like horrified. Like I feel like something's about to kill me. Like it's like such a scary. I don't know. I hate waking up like that. That's how I woke up last night, and I hate that. And then I fall asleep with the little light thing on. Anyway, but yeah, that was my dream. That was it. So anyway,
well, let's get to a more fun subject. Do you want to do the hot tub game, or did you want to talk about something else?
I think I'm ready for my hot tub game. I actually got all of my stickers for my laptop, so I'm ready to show you that next time, but I didn't get set up, but I'm ready to show you one day. I'm just letting you know I got all of them, my laptop stickers. So
the only sticker, I mean, my laptop still has some space on it, like the sticker wise. I have a lot on it, but I really want a Sailor Jupiter sticker.
I got my Sailor Mars one. It's really cute. It's the cutest sticker ever.
Yeah. Girl, we're almost at 2 hours, so we should just get to the hot tub game.
Yeah, okay. So, I have mine. Let's kai bai bo. This one will just say who goes first. We won't choose.
Okay, ready? Kai bai.
So, if the winner goes first or last?
I think I would rather go first, so first.
Okay, winner goes first. Okay.
Okay, ready? Kai bai.
Okay. Kai bai
bo.
Oh. Okay. So here is mine. So, okay. So mine is, this is our hot tub question. So would you rather go to Korea? Okay, would you rather go to Korea, spend a full 24 hours a day, like full 24 hours, so night and day, and get the full experience of Korea with Wonu of 17.
Does he have his bleach blonde hair?
So it's 24 hours. It's current day, so yes, he currently has his bleach blonde hair.
Oh, I love his blonde hair. Okay.
Yeah, and he like picks you up and everything. Like you guys fly together to Korea too.
Okay. Oh,
so that counts with it.
Girl, he got a driver's license, bitch.
Well, you're gonna be flying. I said you're gonna fly there with him.
Wait, what? I'm confused. I thought we were in Korea. No.
Oh no, I was saying the perk is you get to fly there with him. He picks you up in like a jet or something, a private plane.
He's not picking you up in a car. He's picking you up in a jet to go to Korea. Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's picking you up. You're in the States. You know, he's in Korea, so he gets to pick you up, and then on top of that, you spend a full 24 hours. So that's still like what 13 hours, 14-hour flight. You just sit with him and stuff. Or
wait, hold on. Wait, a whole day. So 24 hours. Does that include the flight?
No, I said the perk is you get to be on the flight to travel with him, and then that include and then with an additional 24 hours in Korea.
So it's like 2 days. Okay.
Yeah.
Am I sitting right next to him in like first class with him? Is that what's happening?
Well, it's a private jet or a private plane, so you're just
it's a private jet. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm like getting really excited. Okay, so it's like
yeah.
Okay, anyway.
And so so you travel with him, and then you get to spend 24 hours with Wonu. Okay. Do whatever you want. Or so this is also one of those private jet situations, but this is from your place now to the West Coast in Las Vegas. So on a private jet, it won't take as long. So it's more like, I don't know how long it takes. Maybe
it's like 5 hours. It's
5
like 5
hours
hours
or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 5 hours. But you get to go to Las Vegas for an entire weekend with J-Hope. So.
Whoa, wait,
but
it's
the
weekend? So is that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or is it just Saturday, Sunday, or like what are we talking here?
The weekend is the Saturday, Sunday. So like the weekend, like just because the workday is Friday, so technically it's Saturday, Sunday. Okay, but you go to Saturday, Sunday with Hobie. You get to fly with him. Both are private jets. But you go to Korea with Wonu, or you go to Las Vegas with Hobie, and you have unlimited money and everything. Hang out with Hobie.
Or
and it's the whole weekend.
In Korea with Wonu. Okay, well I have my answer. This is pretty easy.
But for a day.
Like this is pretty easy.
Okay. Okay, what is it?
Hobie to Vegas. Like Hobie to Vegas.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you were gonna pick Wonu with Korea to go to Korea.
Oh yeah. Well, I picked.
Right.
Okay.
So
first of all, okay, I understand it's like a 5 hour. Okay, on the private jet, we have a 5 hour flight. That's still a good amount of time. We would be having some champagne. I mean, maybe he won't have it because he gets
like,
all flustered and too red.
His straw.
Yeah, so I mean, like we'll both be like drinking some champagne on the private jet, and then we'll have a whole fucking weekend in Vegas. Are you fucking kidding me? Like that would be so fun. Like that would be so fun. And I mean, I don't know if he knows, but I know a lot of good Korean places in Vegas. Like we would go to all those like really good Korean because like he'll be missing them Korean restaurants. And then the strip, like oh my god, when we go to like the Bellagio fountains, I'll be like I'm gonna like try to like I'll be like I'm with J-Hope. You're gonna play BTS at the fountains, and the fountains are gonna be like with butter or something. I don't know. I just feel like it would be so fun.
He'd be like whoa, and then he'll probably want to do play
and then I would take him at
the
Venetian. I would take him on the little gondola ride. We would like oh my god, there's so much that I would do with J-Hope in Vegas.
The weekend is long. If it feels short, but you can do a lot of things within a weekend. So
I mean, trust me, I love me some Wonu. Okay, I love Wonu, but I'm sorry, I can't give up a weekend with J-Hope.
What if I said okay? This is you don't have to answer, but oh no, you do have to. What if I said Paris instead, like Europe, Paris?
With Wonu or J-Hope?
Would that have changed anything?
Oh, with Wonu?
With Wonu, like Wonu
no,
situation.
It wouldn't. It wouldn't have changed it. It wouldn't have changed it.
Okay. I'm just okay.
Okay.
Fair. Just asking. Okay.
Okay. Oh, I got excited.
Anyway.
Okay. Okay, girl. Okay. Well, I took a little bit of your technique and I gave you 3 choices.
When I upgraded, she did it, and now she decides to upgrade the hot tub game, and I don't. I kept it simple this week because I thought she would be like, again.
It's good. We can't both complicate it. Okay. It's like I'm very complicated this week. Okay. I'm very.
No, it's a good balance.
So listen. So with all 3 choices, you go to PTD. So BTS PTD in Vegas. So you go to
3 hot tubs. Okay.
Yes. So you go to Permission to Dance in Vegas with all 3 people. But so you're in Vegas for the concert and then something else, okay? So, your first choice is you go to PTD in Vegas with Hyunjin from Stray Kids. Okay, so with this, you don't have barricade, but you have like those nice club seats where you're in the private like glass rooms to watch PTD.
BTS PTD. Wow, we did telepathy because we both did Vegas, but I mean, it makes sense. But
yes,
we still
it makes sense. Yes. So with Hyunjin, and then the next day you meet him up with a 4-hour spa and a sushi buffet after.
Oh shit, that's like a first date thing, because I hardly know him. But that sounds very
Yes, but girl, they have some really nice sushi buffets in Vegas, and their spas. Of course, you're in like resort like capital, so like yes.
Well, don't mind if I do. That sounds very ideal.
Yes,
very nice.
Your next choice is, the day before the PTD concert, same situation. You're in that like the little like VIP room, okay? But the day before, you are exploring the Vegas Strip, and then at night you go to Cirque du Soleil, like one of those like those like iconic Cirque du Soleil shows.
Ooh.
With Bumgyu. TXT Bumgyu.
Oh, that's so effing cute.
Yes. So you're exploring. So like during the
fun.
day, you're like just walking around the strip, like taking pictures, and then you go to Cirque du Soleil at night, and then the
Christy
next
got very detailed this week.
The next day you go to PTD.
Wow, we really changed positions. This is so effing funny.
So then you go to PTD the next day. Okay. Your next one, is you go to PTD with same situation. Okay, with Hongjung, 80s. Okay.
Oh,
but then,
no!
and then the next day you go to a day pool party.
Oh, with Hongjung.
With Hongjung. Let me know if you need a little more detail or if you have any questions. I go to the concert with Hongjung, but then after I go to a pool party with Hongjung the day after? The day after, you meet him up for like a whole day pool party with Hongjung.
Oh, that's effing cute. But Bumgyu, I walk around the strip with Bumgyu before the concert.
No. The day before the concert, you do two things. The day before the concert, you walk along the strip, the Vegas Strip, and then you go to Cirque du Soleil at night. The next day, you go to the concert.
I can't even say it. Cirque du Soleil. They always have like really nice themes.
It's crazy. They have like acrobats. I've been to
I know
one show. I think it's crazy
because their theme. They had like Michael Jackson. They had like cats. They had so many.
Oh wait, no, I've been to multiple ones. Then never mind. Yeah,
Yeah, but you've been to different ones, right?
They're crazy. Yeah, they're crazy. Yes. And then
Hyunjin is the spa thing.
Yeah, the Hyunjin, the next day after the concert, you go to a spa and then a sushi buffet.
Oh, okay. This was very. What the heck? They're so different because the way and to me as like bias lines and just in general, they're very different as far as like how I love them. You know what I mean? Like very different. Like, it's not like they're all my biases or
for example, we knew TXT way longer than Stray Kids and ATEEZ. And then
that's what I mean. Like it's a very all of them are so.
We dove into ATEEZ and we know them. We're on this high. We've been to their concert where we haven't even been to a TXT concert. But
and Hongjung. But
then with Hyunjin, you loved Hyunjin even before you really knew Stray Kids. So they're all different.
Well, I was very attracted to him. Yeah. Yes.
Well, yes. Mm-hmm. So anyway, I know what you're saying. They're very different.
Yeah. Okay.
Is this good or what?
Well, this was very loaded. That was a good one. That was a very. She decided to do my attack of plan. I decided to be nice to you this week. So.
Yeah, mine was easy. I was like.
To be honest, I'm gonna
eliminate one.
I'm eliminating Hongjung. Oh, sorry, but I'm not gonna. It's not about Hongjung. It's more about the activity too. I would love to hang out with Hongjung, don't get me wrong, but I don't care too much to go to a pool, and I think I'd feel a little insecure just in general, real thinking about it would make me more anxious. But it's a pool!
Girl, you can wear whatever you want there.
It's a pool! Okay, it's a pool. At the end of the day, I think it would give me more anxiety knowing it would go with any of them too. Like, I would have more anxiety thinking, even, I don't know what it is, but just thinking of a pool and going with someone who's so cool, I'd be like, oh god. So that kind of gives me anxiety.
Oh wow, my thought process,
unless it's like a nighttime pool party.
Pool parties, that I was like, this is a good one.
Yeah. I like pool parties, but I like nighttime pool parties. I don't really like daytime I don't know what it is. I'm even with beach stuff, I haven't really, so anyway, I eliminate that one.
Maybe because you haven't been to a Vegas one.
I'm gonna pick Bumgyu, and also not only do I love Bumgyu, I really do love Bumgyu. I really want to go to that circus du Lait, whatever that. I have wanted to go to that for so long. I think this, like, I've been saying to Rose, like, I'm dying to. Once you said that, I was like, that's sold it for me. But also Bumgyu,
for some reason, I did not know that you wanted to go to Cirque du Soleil that bad. But like,
I did.
I always been to a couple. So like, I've actually been to 2 in Vegas. And for me, like, yes, they are amazing. But for me, I just like kind of threw that in there because everyone knows that show.
That's funny because, and also I feel like Bumgyu and I would be like geeking out together, and we would have the same wavelength. Where as far as like hanging out in Vegas, I feel like Bumgyu and I would have one brain cell there, like at the same.
I feel
time.
like I honestly, Bumgyu would be so fun. Girl, that's why I said exploring the strip, because I can picture him being like,
that was a good one. That was a good one because each situation was so different. And also the Hyunjin one, I think clearly I would just be like, I'm falling in love and we're gonna get married right now. But with Bumgyu, it's more of the situation where I'm like, we're gonna have the time of our lives. It's Vegas, whatever happens stays in Vegas, that type of thing with Bumgyu. And then Hongjung, I feel a little, I'm not intimidated, but I'm like, holy shit, it's Hongjung. I can't get a little nervous around him.
I had my choice, but you're never gonna know.
Do you want to say it?
No, can you guess? Can you just guess? If you're right, I'll tell you.
Is it Hongjung because of pool party?
Yeah, I would have picked Hongjung.
Well, I mean, I think that one's pretty obvious too. But obviously, I don't think you. Well, Hyunjin, you also gave me that because I was like, I'm obsessed with him. But that situation.
I mean, girl, well, I love spas and I love sushi buffets and I do love Hyunjin, so that like.
That was hard though. That was really hard. I tried to pick something really fast on the spot, but like my gut at first, I was like, oh man, I can like fall in love with Hyunjin.
You almost picked Hyunjin.
He's so cute. Yeah, but I chose Bumgyu at the end of the day because I love him.
Congratulations, girl.
Thank you. So, C-stars. Thanks. Thank you. Today was interesting. Thank you for episode 8.
Yes, thanks for joining us. I hope you are all having a good day. I hope you're not too stressed about something. I mean, I'm only mentioning this because like I just like whenever I know you do this too, but it seems so stupid sometimes, like in the moment. But I'll like rant really quickly on Twitter, and then so many people say the nicest things or send something like legit. When I tweeted something yesterday, in the moment when I was just going through something like that really bothered me, I just tweeted something really quick because I literally had nothing else. Like I didn't know what to do, so I just tweeted, and then like there were some posts
for that.
Yes, but there were like a couple of posts that literally made me laugh out loud, like literally laugh out loud.
Yeah,
and it made me feel better.
It's the cutest, sweetest thing
in the moment. And even if it's something stupid as like your favorite group or like one of your favorite groups, like dumbest like stupid clips, or like it just honestly, oh my god, ew girl, I'm about to cry, like because it honestly made me feel so much better just to see that. And then not only just
people
that,
are
but
like
the
responding in so much love.
Yeah. So
that's the cutest thing, and they're like doing it based on what they know of you too. It's just the sweetest gesture. Like thank you for always reaching out to us.
And a lot of times, like especially doing YouTube or like if you're on Twitter or something, like a lot of times, like because we always talk about this, that we're so aware of things, but I feel that I'm like, is this just too self-serving? Am I like doing this to just make myself feel better or like whatever? But like like what it just like. Whether it does or not, like what else do we have anyway, like so
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, we all just want to feel less shitty at the end of the day. So thanks for making us feel less shitty and making us laugh, and your comments are so amazing. Thank you for leaving all your sweet comments. Seriously, you guys are the best. If you would like to stay updated with us, you can follow us on
Instagram,
Twitter,
Or
TikTok. Or you can email us with any subjects or advice, topics, whatever, at at the PAKCST
PAKCST at gmail.com.
At gmail.com. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna return this. Don't worry, it's not gonna stay here anymore. It'll be gone. I'm returning this.
Really?
Sorry.
I feel like that's here to stay. I feel like we have a new friend.
This is not okay. I don't like this. This is not okay. It's like freaking me out a little bit. It's like too poofy. It's like I'm hoping there's a white one. I'll get a white one. This is like weird.
Well, I don't know. If you eat ramen, it's gonna have orange
I just don't like.
spots.
But I don't like how it like turns into a different color. Like it's not all black or all gray. It's like turning into like
No,
it's
that's
like
not the problem.
A black
For
fox.
me, I feel like it's more the shape. Like,
well, okay, yeah, the shape. But if it was all one color, it wouldn't look as weird. It's like the tips are white and then it's gray and it's black in the inside.
okay.
Anyway, okay. Yeah, I love you, Sea Stars. You guys are amazing.
Will see you next time. Oh wait,
see you next Friday.
No. You have to say
see
it.
You next Friday.
Oh, we will see you.
Okay, so we will see you next Friday.
See.
S. Oh god. And then ready? RT. T. Did we do it? What'd you do? Oh, different T.
Oh, different T again. I did a capital T. You did a lowercase
I did more like a sideways X.
Yeah, but we'll see you next time.
Anyway.
CST.
Bloopies. Do you think they can hear this?
I hope they can't see
Did that
it.
look weird? What? I was feeling the head. Oh. But it's true! It's like, what else do you call it? Yep. And then 3, 2, and 1. Alright. Take it away, mister.
Okay. Now you fucking threw me off.
You gotta do it.
We always start like this. I can't do it. I need to take a shot before.
Just take a deep breath and how do it? Wait, where is this?
Girl, I like your fuzzy thing. It makes me laugh.
It makes me think of I'm about to meet Queen Elizabeth as a security guard. I'm gonna fix my little hairsies.
Have you been through like a friendship breakup?
I will get right back to you because I'm just gonna grab another drink.
Okay. Bloopies. Bloopies because it's all about drinking.
It's bleep. I said bleepy because I also have to pee.
Girl, I want to watch some 80s performances. Yes, I'm gonna make you edit this, bitch. I'm gonna make you. I told Silvia last time that like the episode was long, but guess what? No, I cut it down a lot. It would have been well over 2 hours, but because this bitch got drunk and she didn't want to get off the phone.
Okay, look, that was towards the end. And to be fair, you had more time to edit. I only have like 8 hours.
I hear your flush.
Drink number 2. It fits perfectly into this mug. Pineapple today. Okay, anyway. If you're thinking about it internally... Oh my god. What happened to my computer?
Uh-oh.
Oh, it went to sleep for some reason. That was so weird. Oh my god, I almost passed out.
Oh.
My computer...
Is it recording?
Okay. It's recording, yeah. That was weird.
Oh,
Never
shit.
had that happen. You know what? Never mind. I don't want to go into it.
Okay.
I was gonna say something, but I don't care. Oh my god, my screen keeps clicking out.
Girl. Oh.
Why is my screen? It keeps getting. I don't know why my computer keeps wanting to die. Okay, anyway.